Good morning, everyone. I'm recording on a different microphone today. I hope it comes over okay. I couldn't get a hold of the one I usually like to play with, but today we're going to play with resin. And I do absolutely horrible camera angles this time around. I apologize so much. This mold I got was a lot heavier than I thought it would be. And as you can see, I couldn't find my measuring cups for the resin, so I'd marked what I thought would be about the right amount, and it turns out I got it horribly wrong. But we'll fill up what we can do, right? So we start with pouring out the different parts of the resin. I do a 1-to-1 epoxy. I just picked something up at Hobby Lobby, and I thought I was going to be able to fill all 9 cavities of this mold, but it turns out I only had enough to do 6, and even then I needed a little bit more just to round it off in the back. But it's all practice. The mold didn't come with any instructions as to how much resin to make, and so that would have been nice. Now I picked up this mold on Amazon, but it's specifically from the site Pouring Your Heart Out. Julie is absolutely adorable Australian woman who used to do paint pours and got into resin, and she loved it so much that not only did she get into resin, but she started making molds for it too. And I've been wanting this particular mold for probably about 2 years, but couldn't afford it. They are expensive, but they are extremely heavy duty molds. That's why. So you're going to see a lot of me going off camera, and I apologize. I don't know what I was thinking when I put all of this together. Resin you need to work with fairly quickly, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to adjust things and move things around. But some of them I will manage to pull in. Now, see, I should have just stuck with the 6 cups, but I was really hopeful at the time. Really hopeful. Oh, look at hopeful Laurie filling up her cups. So if you get the chance, you should go onto her channel, Pouring Your Heart Out. She really is so much fun. She does a whole bunch of things with resin, and she's absolutely delightful. She has the cutest little giggle. Just so much fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put mica powders in this. I picked out a whole bunch of ones, but then had to cut it down to just 6, actually 5. And so I'm starting off with a bright blue. My youngest loves keychains, and so I thought I'd make two keychains, and she loves the colors blue and purple. So I'm starting off with a blue, and realizing really quick that I do not have enough resin in there. And that just, when my heart just went, oh no. It didn't even go up into the hole for the loop. So we go into another cup and pray that I can do something with it a little bit later. Mica powder is tricky. It really likes to stick to the sticks. Oh my gosh, I know English. Stick to the side of the cup, so you really do have to work the resin around to be able to kind of pull that mica powder up and off. Now you're going to see me awkwardly work around this cup for the rest of the video practically, because I don't think to myself I should put this to the side and just work around it. No, let's keep it right in my way. Alright, look at that purple. Isn't that beautiful? I really need to get better lighting so that you guys can see these colors better, because this video doesn't do the colors justice. They really did turn out so gorgeous. But we're getting the purple in there, and this one, Miracle of Miracles, had just enough. Not enough to top it off, but just enough to get it into the little, what would you call that? Just the little round part. Here I'm doing, I think it's called Black Cherry. It's either black cherry. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's black cherry. And I love this color because it's such a deep, dark red. But what you don't know is around the edges, you get this almost a green sheen to it. And so it's so pretty. I think I might even keep that one for myself. And here we go, seeing I need more. I had left just enough, not that you can see, but I had left just enough resin in there to add some color to it. So let's see, next is pouring more from another cup in there. I wasted so many cups. Oh, this was not my best show. But this is my green. Now, this is the last of my green. I've used green quite a bit. I don't do resin a whole lot these days. I started reacting to it. But, oh, I've been wanting to use this mold. So I chanced it. And luckily, I haven't had any reactions. So maybe if I just keep it, every once in a while, I can still do some resin because I love to tumble rocks, and with those rocks I like to do little designs in coasters. It's awfully fun. Just getting the rest of that in there. Now, if you've never worked with resin before, you need to be careful. You need to wear a mask. I am wearing a mask. A respirator, I should say. And don't do it in an area. Do it in an area where there's good airflow. Because even if you can't, even if it's a low, what's the word I want? Even if it's a low odor, see, look, I finally moved the cup. Oh, Laurie's brilliant today. Even if it's a low odor, the fumes are still there, and so you need to be really, really careful. So here I'm doing a deep dark blue. It reminds me of like the cosmos. It's just so pretty. It's got hints of purple in there. And make sure you wear gloves. Have rubbing alcohol close by. The higher the proof, the better. That's what really cleans off your resin, not water. So now I decided to take the last of my blue and the last of my black cherry and combine them, and I really was just going to mix them together because I was desperate and I just needed to get the last thing in. But then I just swiped it once or twice and it turned out so pretty. Like it lined together, and miracle of miracles, it didn't mix together when it was drying. So here I'm cleaning up my mess. Throw everything away immediately. I couldn't move there you go. See, look at that. Parchment paper is good for something. It's good for a lot of things. I love parchment paper. Anyways, I couldn't move the mold because it would have dripped out the resin. You take a little lighter or a torch if you're from across the pond and pop the bubbles. And then the next day, this morning, I was able to pop these out. So here's the blue one. Again, I need better lighting so you guys can see these better. It really was so pretty. It's a little sharp along the edges, so I need to sand those down. Either that or top it off with maybe just some UV resin. That's the purple one. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? I love mica powders. They're just so shiny. I love anything shiny. Makes it better. Here's our blue one. I really think my daughter's going to be happy with those. I turn them into keychains. Here's our black cherry. And again, it's so hard to see, but there's this little sheen of green right around the edges. It's just so pretty. And speaking of green, here's our green. And then last but not least, you'll have the blue with the little black cherry. You'll see a couple of striations through it, which is pretty awesome. In any case, this is about the end of the video. It's a short one this week, but I hope you liked it. Make it a great day, everybody. I just love you so much. And we'll see you next week.